Hello, my Bellibind babes. Congratulations on ordering your Bellibind wrap kit. I'm gonna guide you through how to do our womb rub technique. Now, the womb rub techniques that I'm gonna guide you through today are not hard to do, and they're gonna help ensure that your recovery is more optimal post-birth. I do encourage you to have time set aside for yourself so that you are uninterrupted during this process. Prioritizing time for yourself is going to help you set a foundation postpartum to ensure that you are giving yourself time for renewal activities, making sure that you don't go down a depletion spiral, which only leads to a path of anxiety and postpartum mood disorders. I don't want that for you, and you don't want that for you. So let's help you prioritize time for yourself. Meet me here as often as you need to go through the womb rub techniques and the binding. I am happy to be your accountability partner each time you click play on this video. Sometimes as new moms, that's what we need the most, is someone who's showing up for us on our time, giving us the grace to be late, to only have a small window of time to do something, someone who will hold you accountable for prioritizing you and your binding practice. Okay, so let's get into the 3 techniques that I'm going to show you to do your womb abdominal rub. Technique number 1, sun and moon hands. What does that mean? Sun and moon hands is a simple way of remembering this technique. Your right hand is your sun, and it's always going to stay in constant contact with your womb space, going in a clockwise direction, which means your right hand is pushing towards the left side of your body in a circular motion. Now that's your sun hand, right? Your moon hand is going to pick up and move around the sun. That means as your right hand is going into this clockwise circular rhythm, your left hand is just going to pick up and move around that right hand, that right arm, going in this circular motion. Find that rhythm, go with the flow, and really let me emphasize for you the importance of either closing your eyes or looking down at yourself. What does this do? This helps you to tune in to yourself, which is so important. When outside, there's so many things calling you to tend to them. To-do lists, baby, partners, the works, right? There's so many external things calling for your attention that when you pause, close your eyes, or look down, it helps you just tune within, and that's what I want you to do. As you're doing your sun and moon hand technique, close your eyes, tune in. Now before I go into the second technique, I want to prompt you as you're doing this, and continue trying while I'm talking if you want. This is very much what it looks like in session together. I'm talking to you, guiding you as you do the technique. So go ahead, continue doing your sun and moon hands, and I just want to prompt you to send gratitude right now to your womb space. The uterus is this divine feminine energy, so I often speak about her as a she. And so as you're doing this sun and moon hand technique, send gratitude to her. Thank her for all she's done for you. This magnificent organ that has carried, sustained, and nurtured life within your own body, and then given you the strength, that muscle power to birth your baby into this world, opening up to bring your baby into this world. That is magnificent, that is powerful. And as you lay hands on your womb space, send that love to her, that deep appreciation for this beautiful gift of life that is your baby. Thank you, womb. I love you, womb. These affirming words can really help so much in your recovery journey. And as a Bellibind specialist and expert, I know that it's more than just the wrap that's going to help you recover postpartum. It's the emotional and it's the spiritual healing and the prompts that I'm giving you today that is also going to help you along your journey to recovery. Okay, so enough about that, right? Maybe you're not woo-woo or too spiritual, but there is something about birthing life into this world that just connects you with the divinity of it all. And so whether you were a spiritual person prior to becoming pregnant, there's an undeniable element of spirituality that comes with bringing life into this world. And you don't have to be hippy-bippy, you don't have to be woo-woo, you just have to be a mother or a birthing person who's gone through this journey to understand that. Okay, so technique number 2 is what I call the labyrinth. You're gonna do fingertips to belly button, and you're gonna go in small circles around, gradually getting bigger and bigger, and wider. And then you wanna make sure you're getting to your pubic bone, stimulating those ovaries, coming along the side, hugging in that rib cage. Here's why it's important to hug in your rib cage as you do this technique. Your baby you might have carried very high. Your ribs flare out, and so that rib flaring doesn't just go away by itself. Now, I've had clients who thought maybe that would be the case, and they call us up 2-3 months postpartum, and they say, hey, I need Bellibind support because my ribs are still really extended out. The binding helps, but so does the womb wrap. So we start there, hugging in that rib cage, coming all the way down. Now I'm gonna pause again. If you're a surgical birth mom and you're doing this technique, you wanna make sure that as your circles are going wider, that you go just above your incisional area, and take notice if there's any tingling sensations as you go over the top of that skin. How does it feel? Right now, pause. As you do this with me, what are the sensations you're feeling above your incision? If it's tingling, there's nerve endings that are starting to wake up again and refire. There's a burning sensation, same thing, it's nerve endings refiring again. And as you're at your widest, now you're gonna go below your incision. Noticing again what those sensations are. Do you have full sensation? Can you feel everything? There's no tingling or anything. That's amazing too. And then you're gonna continue, start making your circles small again. You are welcome to go over your incisional area. However, it may be too tender your first week or 2 post-birth to do that during your womb rub. So you may wanna wait until 2-3 weeks before you're actually going over the top of the incisional area. But as long as you're using a light, soft pressure, then it should be okay. Ultimately, I just want you to tune in with your body, and if at any point something doesn't feel comfortable or you aren't comfortable going over it, don't do it. You don't have to. There's plenty of time to do incisional scar massaging. It's more about bringing blood flow to that incisional area and to your abdominal space, because with more blood flow, increased circulation is going to be oxygen-rich blood that is coming to support those organs that need healing. So now, when you get to your rib cage, as a post-surgical birth mom or parent, you want to make sure you are tucking your fingertips underneath your rib cage. This is so important because though it is not terribly common, gallbladder issues post-surgery can occur. And so you want to tuck your fingertips under your rib cage because this is going to help encourage your digestive tract to wake up and not have that stagnation anymore. When you go under anesthesia for your surgical delivery, your organs have to slow down. Everything slows down. And add on top of it, if you're breastfeeding, your digestive organ continues to move more slowly so that your body can pull those nutrients out. Tucking in those fingers underneath your rib cage helps to wake things up, stimulate that digestive tract. So you'll want to make sure you do that. It's not so important if you're a vaginal delivery mom or parent. However, it can benefit both types of recoveries. So how you do that is you're going to take a nice deep inhale. Tuck in, shake, shake, exhale. Nice deep inhale. Tuck in, exhale, and continue with your spiral until you're back to smaller circles again and you return to your belly button. Now, I like a variation of this as well, and I'm going to share it with you. A variation of this labyrinth spiral is like a spider finger walk. So spider finger walks is kind of like a percussion technique on your abdominal area. And this is again going to help stimulate that lymphatic system, going to wake up that digestion and bring in more blood flow. You're simply just walking your little spider fingers around in the same spiral. Surgical deliveries above incision, below incision. Now you're at your widest and you're gonna start making your circles small again. You're just gonna walk. Back to center. Easy peasy. Now let me show you the third technique. The third technique of our gentle lymphatic self-womb rub is hot hands. Hot hands are a simple way of saying you're gonna create a lot of friction where there's heat created from rubbing your hands together so quickly. Once you feel that heat and that warmth, you're gonna place it right over your ovaries, fingertips to pubic bone, palms over your hip bones, which is where your ovaries reside, and your uterus. That's gonna help infuse additional heat to those healing sex organs. There might be ovaries that feel swollen or inflamed as you do your womb rub. It's very common. I see that a lot on clients that we take care of. You may even still feel your uterus like a large grapefruit. You want to make sure that it feels firm as you're doing it. If it's soft as you do the womb rub, if your uterus is soft and squishy, you should notice as you continue to do the techniques that it begins to tighten and firm. It's not uncommon for you to start feeling an increase in uterine contractions during your womb rub, as well as that toning firming, where you can actually feel your uterus. Now, usually you're only able to palpate your uterus externally for the first 10 days post-birth. After the 10th day, it's not going to be easy to feel your uterus because it's shrunk down and has envolated into a size that is more back into the seat of your pelvis. Now, when it comes to hot hands, I like to speak to the fact that you, my dear, are a radiant spiritual being. We all have this healing power within us. I'm a healer. This is the service that I provide to clients. I use my hands and my healing gifts to help nourish you to a place of recovery postpartum. However, that is not unique to me. We are divine, radiant spiritual beings. And so you too have this healing power. So as you, come on, do it with me, as you do your hot hands, I want you to visualize this healing power you're creating for yourself, this chi energy, this vital life force energy you are creating in the palm of your hands. And now, closing your eyes or looking down, infuse this healing power within your womb space, thanking her for all she's done for you. Feel this energy transferring to your womb space. I can feel it right now, just talking to you. I feel this power. Leave in the comments below if you're feeling that connection as well as you do it or after you do it. You have this power, and so this is also how you're going to speed up your recovery and heal more optimally after birth. Tuning into that spiritual component. Breathing in deeply and then doing it again for a second time. Infusing that healing power. Visualizing every cell in your abdominal womb space, taking in this healing energy, taking in that oxygen-rich blood that's being generated from this heat, from this warmth. Oh yes, you can use a heating pad, you could use a hot water bottle, but I'm telling you, there's something about the power of your hands creating that energy and transferring it that is truly magical. Okay, once you've done that twice, do it one more time and stack it right over what Ayurvedic medicine calls the middle burner. This is where the powerhouse for your digestive organs need that additional blood flow to wake up and stimulate that healing energy. Okay? And there you have it. Those are the 3 womb rub techniques that I like to teach you as a Bellibind babe. Make sure you have your Shine Womb oil. This is a botanical oil blend that is infused with castor oil and sunflower seed oil. And it's truly the castor oil that has the most impact. If you're not familiar with castor oil packs have been used for centuries to help decrease inflammation, decrease aches and pains in the body, and also it is extremely useful at breaking up scar tissue and adhesions, particularly from surgery. And when it comes to a surgical birth, your body is creating adhesions and scar tissue the second your body is closed up. So, using the Shine Womb oil to lubricate your abdominal space, that castor oil is the only oil that is going to penetrate beyond the dermis layer into your abdominal cavity. And let me tell you, the power that has on your digestive organs is huge, because when your is opened up for delivery, your organs are exposed to air, which they're not intended to be exposed to, and so that makes them lose their slide and glide. So with the castor oil, it's going to help re-lubricate those digestive organs so that they get that glide and slide back. It's also going to help calm down that abdominal inflammation, and it's going to help break up and attack those adhesions. I had my own midwife tell me this once a long time ago after I had my first baby surgically, and it was extremely impactful in my recovery and in the mobility of my scar after I was able to start massaging it. Around 3-4 weeks I started. Okay, and there you have it, you guys. I really hope that you've got a lot out of this womb rub technique, and be sure to subscribe and watch the next video that is all about how to self-wrap with your Bellibind. Thank you so much for being here with me and allowing me to be your guide for these womb rub techniques.